Breaking news: the global spotlight is locked on Paris, where Dior has just written a new chapter in fashion history. The unveiling of the newest shade of the iconic Lady Dior bag was already destined to be a major event, but what no one expected was who would be the first to carry it. The honor belongs to none other than JISOO of BLACKPINK, the global superstar who has become both a cultural ambassador and Dior's ultimate muse. In one breathtaking moment, JISOO not only introduced the newest Lady Dior, but also redefined the conversation about the future of fashion. As the doors opened at Dior's grand venue, the atmosphere shifted. Cameras clicked, voices hushed, and anticipation hung heavy in the air. Then, under the brilliant spotlight, JISOO stepped forward, her presence commanding immediate attention. She carried the Lady Dior bag with effortless grace, every detail magnified under the flash of thousands of cameras. The supple leather, the gleaming hardware, and above all, the never-before-seen color, created a spectacle that left even seasoned fashion insiders in awe. Within moments, hashtags like #JISOO Dior, #Lady Dior New Color, and #JISOO for Dior rocketed to the top of trending charts worldwide. Twitter feeds exploded, Instagram feeds filled with reposts, and TikTok edits looped JISOO's arrival on repeat. The reaction was overwhelming. This wasn't just another luxury product debut, this was a cultural earthquake. Fans hailed it as the fashion event of the year, while critics acknowledged Dior's strategic genius in choosing JISOO as the face of this groundbreaking launch. But here's the twist that keeps everyone talking: the mystery behind the color itself. Some describe it as a delicate fusion of classic elegance with modern boldness, while others interpret it as a tone symbolizing resilience, confidence, and transformation, the very qualities JISOO embodies in her career. Was this Dior's hidden message? A subtle nod to the unstoppable power of global youth culture, embodied by one of K-pop's brightest stars. Midway through the event, tension rose even higher. Screens projected close-up visuals of the Lady Dior bag as commentators whispered about the craftsmanship. Reports suggested Dior's creative team spent years perfecting the hue, testing it under different lights to achieve a color that adapts, glowing softly in daylight, yet radiating strength under evening lights. It's not just a shade, it's an experience. And JISOO, with her duality of soft elegance and fierce stage presence, was the only star capable of presenting it to the world. Fashion critics are already calling this collaboration a turning point. By debuting the Lady Dior in JISOO's hands, Dior is signaling a shift from tradition to transformation. No longer is the Lady Dior just a bag, it's a global statement piece, bridging cultures, generations, and industries. Dior has taken the timeless DNA of its design and infused it with the energy of K-pop, ensuring relevance not only among luxury buyers but also among millions of younger fans entering the world of high fashion. In a powerful pattern interrupt, the livestream cut to behind-the-scenes footage, JISOO preparing moments before stepping out, the bag being placed delicately in her hands, the heartbeat of anticipation as she adjusted her posture. The audience gasped. It wasn't just a bag reveal, it was a cinematic storyline, and everyone was hooked. And then came the climax. Under the dazzling stage lights, the Lady Dior's new shade was finally revealed in its entirety. The crowd gasped, applause thundered, and the internet erupted with comparisons, theories, and declarations. "This is the color of the year," wrote one Vogue editor. JISOO just turned a fashion show into a cultural moment, posted another. "From Paris to Seoul, New York to Dubai, the world is now watching." What JISOO did in mere minutes was transform a product launch into a worldwide phenomenon. She didn't just wear the bag, she gave it life, identity, and story. The legacy of Lady Dior is already monumental, having graced the arms of royals, celebrities, and fashion legends. But tonight, history was rewritten. JISOO is the first ever to debut this groundbreaking new shade, and in doing so, she has elevated both Dior and herself into a new era. So here's the final question for you, the audience: is this the dawn of a new global fashion movement powered by cultural icons like JISOO? Will this Lady Dior shade become the next must-have piece dominating red carpets, runways, and everyday style? One thing is certain, the ripple effects of this moment are just beginning. Don't just watch history, be part of it. Comment below with your thoughts on how this Lady Dior will influence global fashion trends. Share this story with fellow fashion lovers, and subscribe for exclusive updates, because the journey of JISOO and Dior is far from over. This is only the beginning. The world of fashion thrives on reinvention, but every so often, there comes a moment so powerful that it transcends trends and becomes history. Tonight in Paris, that moment belonged to JISOO and the Lady Dior. The whispers started days before the official reveal, murmurs of Dior preparing something extraordinary, something that would not only shake the luxury fashion market but also redefine its direction for years to come. Insiders claimed it wasn't just a new handbag, it was a symbol. And when Dior chose JISOO to carry it into the spotlight, the mystery reached fever pitch. When JISOO finally appeared, she didn't just step onto a stage. She walked into history. Her black satin dress contrasted perfectly against the new Lady Dior, allowing the mysterious shade to shine. The cameras zoomed in, capturing every glimmer, every shift in tone under the light. Audience members leaned forward, holding their breath, because they knew they were witnessing the birth of a legend, and almost instantly, the ripple effect began. Global fashion magazines rushed to publish breaking alerts. JISOO debuts Lady Dior's newest color, world exclusive. Fashion critics praised the bag as Dior's boldest design statement in recent memory. Kpop fans flooded social media, proud to see their idol rewriting the rules of fashion diplomacy. Even financial analysts chimed in, noting that Dior's strategic alignment with JISOO would likely send sales soaring, with early pre-orders already rumored to be in the thousands. But let's pause for a moment. Why does this matter? Because the Lady Dior isn't just another luxury accessory. Since its creation in 1995, it has been synonymous with elegance, famously associated with Princess Diana, who helped immortalize it as a timeless icon. For nearly 3 decades, the Lady Dior has stood as a symbol of refined taste. And now, with JISOO as the first to reveal its newest evolution, Dior has successfully connected heritage with modernity in a way no other brand has dared. Pattern interrupt. Imagine the scene again, but from another perspective. A fan livestreaming outside the venue. The crowd gasping in real time. Phones raised high in the air as JISOO's image appeared on the giant screens. Gasps turned into cheers, and within seconds, clips of the reveal flooded TikTok, gathering millions of views. This wasn't just a Paris event anymore, it was a global broadcast carried by fans and amplified by passion. And what about the color itself? While Dior has not yet officially named the shade, speculation dominates headlines. Some believe it is inspired by the soft glow of dawn, a tribute to new beginnings. Others argue it reflects JISOO's dual identity, gentle and elegant in public, yet strong and unshakable on stage. Fashion houses often assign narratives to their creations, but this time, the story is co-written by JISOO herself, making the bag not just a product but a cultural artifact. Luxury buyers in Seoul are already calling boutiques, asking about release dates. In New York, stylists are predicting the bag will appear on the next major red carpet. In Dubai, influencers are planning shoots inspired by the look JISOO debuted. The anticipation isn't local, it's planetary, and here's where the tension builds again. Dior has been intentionally vague about the global release. Will this shade be exclusive to a limited collection? Will it only be available in certain markets? Or will it launch worldwide, turning into the must-have accessory of 2025? That uncertainty has only fueled the frenzy, with fans desperate to know whether they'll ever have the chance to own the same bag JISOO carried. But let's not overlook the most important takeaway. Dior has chosen JISOO not just as a face, but as the first. This isn't a campaign after the fact. This isn't a magazine cover released months later. This is history unfolding in real time, with JISOO at the center of it. The brand has made it clear, they don't see her as a supporting figure, but as the headline act. And the payoff? A moment where JISOO raised the Lady Dior under the lights, the crowd erupting in applause, flashes illuminating her every movement. For a second, Paris itself seemed to pause. And in that pause, a new global fashion era began. From now on, when fashion historians talk about the Lady Dior, they won't just reference Princess Diana or its classic elegance. They will reference JISOO, the Blackpink star who became the first in the world to debut its boldest transformation. The story doesn't end here, it's only gaining momentum. Already, whispers suggest Dior will release a campaign film featuring JISOO, unveiling even more details about the creation of this new shade. Analysts predict waitlists will stretch months, if not years. And fans? They'll continue to immortalize this night through endless reposts, edits, and celebrations. So the question is no longer what is the new Lady Dior color, but what will it mean for the future of fashion? Will we see other luxury houses follow Dior's lead, embracing global pop icons as the first faces of history-making debuts? Or will this remain Dior's crown jewel, a moment no rival can replicate? Whatever the answer, one fact stands unshakable: JISOO has once again proven why she is more than a singer, more than a muse. She is a movement. And tonight, she carried not just a bag, but the weight of global attention, and she carried it flawlessly. The Lady Dior has a new chapter, and its first line reads, "JISOO is here." Are you ready to follow the journey as this bag begins to dominate runways, red carpets, and city streets across the globe? Leave your thoughts below. What do you think Dior will officially name this shade, and how do you see it shaping 2025 fashion? Don't forget to subscribe, because the story of JISOO and Dior is still unfolding, and you won't want to miss what comes next.